Over a decade ago, this is something fans would not believe. Alexisonfire playing a show at History and releasing a new album. But here we are in 2022, and they're playing to a sold-out crowd here tonight and getting ready to release their first studio album in 13 years. Was this always in the plan, or did something change?
No, I think the pandemic really sort of allowed us to make it. You know, we made those 3 songs a couple years ago, and just that was sort of the plan, was we'll get together and try and write when we can, because we all have different schedules, different lives now. And being an independent band, we thought, you know, we'll put out songs as we record them. But with the pandemic, you know, there wasn't really much to do, and Wade, the other guitar player in the band, he just messaged us all one day because he was coming back to Toronto and said, should we jam, just because it was something that we could do. Just because of that, we were able to really have the time to sit and just work on music with no real intention of making a record, but just because we were able to, you know. And I think the excitement and the sort of, you know, we all felt very sort of privileged in a way that we had this thing that was still there for us to do. And it just kept, the songs just kept coming and coming, and then we made a record.
Do you know that the last time I actually talked to you was a joint interview with Nick Nurse, or as Fred Van Vliet calls him, Nicky Nurse.
Nicky Nurse.
So we know you're a huge Raptors fan.
Yeah.
Are you more nervous doing the hometown show or Game 6 for the Raptors versus Sixers?
I'm not nervous about Game 6 at all. I think all the pressure is on Philadelphia, and I think they know that, and I think our guys know that too. I think the way they played the other night is like, you know, they feel like they're good enough to win. I don't think that they believe it should have been 3-0 in the first place. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's Nicky Nurse, baby.
Nicky Nurse, baby. The other thing I do want to bring up, I love how on Instagram you did put up about Goran, you know, what's that been like for you following that storyline of the Nets getting swept?
It's funny. I feel like after I put that up there, I thought
it's fun.
It is fun, but also I don't think we wanted him to be here either. No, I mean, not the fan base. I mean, the team didn't want him either. They wanted Precious, you know, and then so it's like everybody, I was at the game when he came back. I couldn't believe how much we booed him. It was like, I don't think everybody realized that, like, the Raptors didn't want him on the team either. They had a plan, you know, he didn't factor into it, but it is funny that he, you know, shot himself in the foot there by saying he didn't want to come here either.
Alexisonfire's new studio album, Otherness, will be released on June 24th on Dine Alone Records. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.